All right, welcome to Smokey Reacts. I'm your boy Jurnalist, and on this one, we are here to finish Macintyres Underworld The Taxman. Thank you guys very much for waiting on this and joining me. I would like to say that now that I've fixed my PC, now there will be exclusive content that will strictly be on the Patreon. So if you could please, firstly, hit the like. I'm trying to get every video to go to 30 likes minimum. Hit that sub if you haven't already. Patreon's in the description box, and we will be now, from today moving forward, having exclusive Patreon-only content that I cannot do on here, and that's full album reviews, listens, and all of that. So that being said, thank you very much, and let's get into this one, and let's see what we got. Let's finish this one off.
Will he meet
Unbelievable.
system who charged him? The taxman had to for their
He's about 2 inch tape, so
that he was an unstoppable to reach the system. A one-man justice system who targets drug dealers for a large slice of their profits. To reach the top of his profession, the taxman had to prove to the underworld that he was an unstoppable force, prepared to do anything for their cash. In his game,
this quality is nice.
reputation is everything.
picked one up with 18 stone and I threw him on a marble table. I nearly broke his back and snapped it. It was about 2 inch table, snapped it in half. I split his nose wide open, he hit the deck. I dropped him, he jumped up again, nutted him again, and dropped him again. I said, I didn't even fucking punch you yet, I've dropped it twice. I said, you daft, going, I went boom, slapped him. And I knocked him out the palm of my hand and he took his fucking head off, perforated his eardrum.
But inevitably, this one-man steroid-filled powerhouse was to meet his match. Lee Duffy, a young boxer and street fighter with an awesome reputation as an underworld enforcer. But when they finally met, Brian claims that Duffy was no match for the taxman's left hook.
So he ran at me and grabbed my legs and tried to pick me up and put me down, but my strength was probably, I was arguably one of the strongest people in the world at the time, and broken world records at the time. So I grabbed hold of Lee, and I picked him up, and I ran at him and threw him into this door, and the door fucking smashed his head into there, and he fell back, and I headbutted him, I threw him again into the door really hard. I headbutted him twice, he fell to the floor, I hit him with the elbow in the face. As he went down, I kneed him in the face.
But in true Butch and Sundance style, after beating each other to a pulp, they became firm friends.
And he said, oh, fucking look at the size of this. Imagine me trying to fight someone like you, I must be fucking mental, he said. And I said, because he wasn't a small lad, he was like 6'4", 17 and a half stone. And he said, strongest lad I've ever met, man. He said he had hideous strength. And anyway, we got together and we became the most fierce partnership ever in Teesside and the most ruthless. All the drug dealers shut down everywhere in Teesside because we went around taxing them all, kicking the doors in.
That man was not playing, cuz.
The Duffy and Cockrell partnership inevitably made enemies. Before long, a price was put on their heads and a hitman was hired.
Me and Lee were walking down the town. This lad had put a contract on to have us killed. Anyway, the lad was going to have me shot. And anyway, we kidnapped him, took him to this point here, took him down the gate there. I put tie wraps
So he's just admitting the crime.
I kicked him in the sea there. I had him in the sea, bobbing up and down. Just obviously fucking drowned him. I had him in about 20, 30 seconds, pulled him back in. But we never had no more fucking trouble from him. Took the money off him when he had a big stash of money, drug dealer. And about 3 months later, he was shot dead.
Are you responsible for his death?
No. It was alleged I was, but no, I done my bit of fishing that day. I got my revenge that day.
I did my bit of fishing.
He was a horrible bastard, but you know, if someone's going to try and kill me, I have no compulsion whatsoever to take them out. And I would throw.
All right, so it's in the clip. I don't know what happened to the audio. Yeah, it's not me. It's not me, folks.
Partnership was to be savagely ended.
Teesside boxer and nightclub bouncer Lee Duffy was stabbed to death last night in the centre of Middlesbrough. A stretch of blood near a pedestrian crossing was a grim reminder of the savage killing. Police believe that Duffy may have been killed as part of an underworld feud.
Lee Duffy, well, just so, Brian, you won't make 30, you've got too much bottle, kicking doors and run that fucking drug deals with guns, and he's just got no respect for life type of thing, your own. He said you won't make 30, but sadly he was the one who didn't make 30. I'm still here now.
And that's the most remarkable thing about Brian Cockrell. The very fact that he's still here today, still in business, and still taxing.
Facts.
He puts it
That
down
man's
to
a
learning a
old
lesson
dog.
from every incident in his shadowy past.
One night, I come out of here about 5 o'clock in the morning. I was with a friend, Ranjit, a Pakistani lad, and there's a kid here waiting for him with a shotgun, and he jumped out from one of these cars. I'm going to fucking shoot you, packy bastard, he shouted, and he had the shotgun, ready to shoot him. I jumped, and I said, hey, put the fucking gun down. So he stood, and it was close as you and I now. I said, put the fucking gun down. Put the fucking gun down, I said. And he went, I'll fucking shoot you, Brian. I said, come on then, shoot me. I said, at the end of the day, you shoot me, I'm dead, I don't worry about it. But see, all these fucking witnesses on this, and you go to jail for the rest of your life, you're a fucking dickhead. Now put... So he run with a gun and fucked off. What I'm trying to say is, you can't outrun a gun, you can't outrun a bullet. There's an old saying that you charge a gun and run from a knife.
What mad cunt said charge a gun and run from a knife? These motherfuckers in it. What?
In 1992,
But for some reason, it makes some sense. Fuck.
the taxman's luck was to run out. His violent methods had upset too many people. Local villains lured him to a house. It was a trap. Today, the house is no longer owned by gangland figures, but the memories remain strong.
The lads ran out and hit me on the head with a hammer. Another one's put a gun to my head. He split my head open here, and holes all over my head. Obviously, you can't see them because of the... I had something like 160 stitches or something ridiculous in my whole body. And they tried to get me onto the floor, and they couldn't get me down. I was fighting with them. In the end, I fell to the floor. I fell in some slipping water and that. And the next minute, they run in, and the heavyweight boxer had a pot bread bin, and he was smashing me in the face with a bread bin, shouting, break his jaw. Obviously, I broke his jaw, but he couldn't break my jaw. And it wasn't like one of them films, them old black and white
I
films.
broke his
you get hit
jaw,
on the
but
head
he
with a
couldn't
gun
break mine.
and you get knocked out in a second. But I wasn't in that film anyway. It's a total different thing. And in the end, they ran out of the house, and the man next door took me to hospital.
And when I looked out, I seen Brian just hanging over the wall. I thought, oh, bloody hell. Oh, the blood was all over the place.
Underworld figures are believed to be behind the savage beating of powerlifter Brian Cockrell. Cockrell was left for dead by a gang who beat him with hammers and baseball bats. Doctors in South Cleveland Hospital are due to operate on Mr. Cockrell's injuries.
Can you see some of your wounds?
Yeah, I was slashed with a machete on my leg here.
Damn.
Hit
Gave me
hammers in my
fascia,
legs.
cuz.
You can see the hammer holes in my legs. And this one here as well. You can see the hammer holes there. And I've been hit with bars. I'm stabbed in the back of the legs. I've got bloody, I'm sure anyway. Skin grafts on my thighs where I've been. You see where the skin's been taken off there. Stabbed in the backs of the legs.
It's nice to see the guy now, but I didn't think I'd see him again. I thought he lost so much blood.
I thought we were going to die, yeah.
And honestly, I just thought he'd...
Yeah, that nigga been through it.
If he'd have been somebody who's just normal, he wouldn't have lived, he wouldn't have given it.
All it did is enhance my reputation, because people said, how can you beat him? If 12 lads can't beat him in a house with knives, guns and baseball bats and put him out of the game. They said, he'll be pushing up daisies now, you'll never see him again. He'll be in Blackpool, a boarding house or something like that. He'll be gone to Spain. I didn't. I was straight back out. And the lad said, he's fucking crazy, this fucker. The only one way to stop him to kill him. Then my mate said, yeah, you kill him and he'll still probably still come back at you.
Motherfucker, the boogeyman.
But in time, the taxman was well enough to go back to his old ways.
There was an allegation of I'd done a massive armed robbery. There was all sirens out here. I looked out. There was police. Armed police on the floor. So I had to lie down on the floor and just assume the position, as they say. Hands behind my back, handcuffed. Was taken up. I was arrested, taken to the police station. I said that I'd grabbed a black lad, Nigerian kid, put a handgun to his head and robbed him of £50,000 worth of heroin. The lad was supposed to pick me out on an ID parade. He come round, he said, no, that's not him. And they said, well, I thought he said he was like 23 stone, 6'3", and his name was Brian. Anyway, he said, no, that's not him. So, anyway, they never got me for it, but I'm the only person ever to be arrested for taking drugs off a drug dealer. He was given immunity.
But it's no wonder the kind of witnesses pretend that they haven't been there or disappear or kind of don't give evidence or whatever.
Would you be a witness?
Against you? I'll tell you one thing, I'd think twice about it. In fact, yeah, I can understand most people would not. Of course not.
Yeah.
And so have you ever had a witness give evidence against you? Ever? Never?
I went to the police station, but it's never been caught.
So the witness's testimony changes miraculously?
Yes.
Or they go off on holidays and...
Or they go away for a week, so things... Miraculous things happen, don't they?
But you can't... I mean, the police must be incensed because, you know, if they try and prosecute you fairly, then they never get a success. I mean, with the crimes that you've done, you've only had one driving conviction.
Yeah.
How was that?
Because I've never been found out.
My boy's only conviction is the driving.
Like I say, there's been the evidence the police have had have never been enough to convict me.
Our driver today is Tito, and we'll say, hola to Tito.
For the last 6 years, the taxman has worked without a break. He is prevented from travelling abroad because his dogs are so vicious that no one outside the family would look after them. But with teenage son Jordan staying at home, Brian and Amanda take a rare chance to visit the Canary Islands. Year-round sunshine with all the comforts of home.
That's the cherry off me. So that must be the taxman. Fantastic. Very at the Canary Islands, sunshine every day. Amanda's happy, we get the tan.
Some peace and quiet. It's nice.
He's fast, isn't he? Sounds like me at feeding time. Hola. Right.
Fuerte, eh? Strong, eh?
Yes.
Fuerte.
Strong man, Britain, strong man, yes. You know, when I went to Greece, it was the same, because they love Hercules, Achilles, and all these type of things. So they can relate to strength, and they stare at you and they admire you, because they admire the hard work you've done. I'm saying you could buy like a tobacco shop here, tobacconist.
They're here to relax, but they've also got
This
an eye on
motherfucker just
business.
be sauntering around the goddamn town.
How much is that? 20? That's £12, isn't it? And how much are they in England?
Oh yeah, people be smuggling them cigarettes coming back, goddammit.
That's £47, isn't it? So it's like half the price, less than half price. And that's from here. So if you bought it from the warehouse, you'd get them even cheap, wouldn't you? How much is this back home? 20 quid? 18 quid? That's what a year. £6.25. Don't you? You're ignoring me. How much is that?
About 20 at home.
Right. We're going to come here, we retire in the next few years, because it's a nice culture. Spanish people are more laid back than back home. People are nice here, and plus there's more opportunities out here. Once maybe start a water sport, you know, jet skis on the beach or deck chairs, something like that, and maybe getting into buying clothes and selling clothes in a market store.
The island holds magical appeal for the
That man don't know what he want to do.
Locals are
But he like, I'm
astonished by
coming.
the size.
I'm leaving.
There
I
are
feel
clear
you, my
business
boy.
opportunities, and then there are the animals.
Whoa. Hello, fat man. Jesus, he's a beauty. You see, they've got a bite over 800 pounds. That strength is unbelievable. I'm still heavier than that croc. I've become arguably the strongest person in the world at one time. But the strength, obviously, with the fighting ability is very dangerous, because you're probably 6 times stronger than the average person on the street. You know what the heck was that?
Right down at number 30 and we are now at number 8.
Number 30. The anacondas, 30 foot long, 28 inches thick, or 28 foot long, 30 inches thick, whatever. And they've killed people as well. They're huge.
It's not me, folks.
In a fight.
There's something wrong with this video clip.
It's not the stress on that, it's worrying that you could kill someone so easy in a fight. It's not what people can do to me, it's obviously what I can do to them. It frightens me more than what they can do to me. There he is. There's a baby. bite you completely in half. Absolutely enormous. 4,400 pounds. That's just phenomenal. They're 6 times stronger than a human, them. A chimp. But the gorillas are about 8. Look at the size of him. He's the boss. Isn't he? I've been keeping that what I've been eating on holiday. I'll just give you the first day instead of going right through the full week. For breakfast, I'll have had 4 coffees, 1 banana, 1 apple, 1 pear, an orange, sugar puffs with milk, 3 yogurts, 4 toast, 3 scrambled eggs, 1 sausage, beans, tropical juice, 4 bacon. That'll be breakfast. Lunchtime, 2 chops with veg, pasta, potatoes,
Me rice and fish.
and a fruit cocktail, 3 ice creams, jelly, chocolate, cake, and Lucozade, 2 yogurts, ham salad sandwich, 2 of them, and 4 cups of coffee.
The fuck is ham
Dinner
salad?
time, 1 chicken curry fried rice, a second beef curry noodles and rice, 3 bowls of ice cream, 1 cake, sponge cake, a coffee with milk, 2 Sprite and half a pint of water. Late supper, 2 bottles
That's
of
a
water,
lot of shit.
2 ice cream, 1 banana, 3 coffees, further bottle of water, 3 hot dogs, 2 buns, 2 hamburgers, 3 buns, another 4 yogurts, glass of Fanta, glass of orange, 2 Cokes, another bottle of water, 3 a.m. in the morning, ham, cheese, salad, sandwich, half a pint of milk. That's it. That's 1 day's roughly. Back home and drink 10 pints
That's
of
a
milk as well.
bare amount of food, cuz.
Obviously, milk is horrible.
Days as a gangster and self-declared taxman are numbered. As he gets older, he will no longer be able to extort fortunes from criminals. But can he put his violent lifestyle behind him?
Hello. That's the parrot, not me. Hello, son. What do they call him? I used to have a parrot, called him Herman because he was like a little monster, no Herman Monster. And I gave him away to a friend. I gave him to a friend because he was... And 2 days later he started speaking. I thought, if he tells the police everything I know, I'll get about fucking 30 years. I've seen him in here with guns and all sorts. I know where the bodies are buried, under the patio.
Telling where the bodies are buried has been a real problem for the taxman. Like many enigmatic underworld figures, he has written a warts-and-all book detailing his life story. But that in itself is a legal minefield, as the most shocking stories can never be told. A true-life confession would send the taxman straight to jail.
You couldn't tell them where the bodies are buried, could you? And you couldn't really tell them how many people you've shot. You can say, say you have had someone shot. You can't tell them things what you've done, what you haven't been arrested for. You can only tell them the things what you've been arrested for and alleged. But you can't come out and say, well, I've robbed this place and I've robbed that place and I've done this and I've done that, because you're obviously incriminating yourself. But the things what I've done in the book were all alleged offences. But this is probably just the ice tip of the of what I've done.
He's like, I got more stories if you need them, cuz.
Brian Cockrell, the taxman, is an enigma. Persuasive
Very
and
much so.
terrifying, blunt and sharp, brutal to some and compassionate to others. He's one of a kind, but is yet to come to terms with the fact that his taxing days may be coming to an end.
When you're getting older, you realise the most precious thing in life is your life, your freedom and your fitness. But when you're younger, you don't care, you're just mad, But now, somebody said, there's a dealer who's got such and such around there, I'd check him up first now, have a look at, see, plan it all. But yeah, so I just go and kick the door and run in.
Because as you get older, right, you can maintain your fitness and respect and all that, and you keep your strength. But what happens when you're 75?
Well, I am old now, I'm 42 this year, so I'm still here, but...
42? Because easily looks 50.
But, I think the taxing thing's finished because there's that many dealers now.
There's a lot of people who've kind of hit a lot of money, been through a lot of money, millions of pounds like you've been, and they come from kind of council backgrounds. A lot of them done the work.
Squander the money,
Squander the money.
Yeah, squander it.
Have you squandered it all?
Yeah, I've squandered my money. I've lived life to the full. I've lived life a million miles an hour.
But you're running the risk of some young gun coming up with a revolver and taking you out. And it doesn't matter how big your biceps are. You know, the bullet, if it gets you the right spot, you're dead.
Yeah, but...
Does that bother you?
No.
The future is uncertain for the taxman. He faces an uphill battle if he's ever to become mayor of Middlesbrough. He may take a bullet for a tax too far. Or perhaps he will live up to his promise to rent out deck chairs on a stretch of Spanish beach. The biggest fear is that he will take his muscle to another part of Britain and start afresh.
Where are you going,
Only
Blackpool?
the taxman knows, and he's not saying.
Okay, Macintyres Underworld, The Taxman. Yeah, this was pretty good. I just find it crazy how in the UK you guys would just get on TV and just tell a lot of your very personal business, or just let a motherfucker follow you around to just what? How? Why is this even on TV? However, I did enjoy this. Shout out to my boy for having this on his playlist. Thank you guys very much. For anybody that watches these, I do truly appreciate you. If you could, please hit that like and subscribe. Patreon's in the description box, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.